How did the world come into being? There is no one story in Hinduism of how the world came into being, but it is in striking contrast to the story of Genesis found in the Bible, where God creates the world out of nothingness, as well as to the Big Bang theory of science that values matter over mind. In the Abrahamic mythology, the world has a definite beginning and a definite end, like a segment essentially. In Hinduism, the world is like a line, endless and even repetitive, with no clear beginning or end. This difference in notion of time explains the difference in the creation myths. While there is Genesis, in Jewish, Christian and even Islamic traditions, there isn't one in Hinduism. Hinduism, like Buddhism and Jainism, views the world as eternal, going through phases of creation and destruction. Thus, beginning refers to the beginning of a phase, not just the world in itself, because Hinduism is plural in nature, with a vast collection of customs and beliefs of numerous communities that have come into being over many periods of history. There is no single story of creation. In Hinduism, when we speak of creation, we should clarify what we are speaking of: the birth of matter, of consciousness, of living creatures, or of culture. It is never clear as a whole set of different ideas are expressed in various Vedic and Puranic texts. There are many stories of how the world came into being, some from the Vedas, some from the Brahmanas, some from the Purans. Some are philosophical tales based on concepts, and the others are narratives based on characters. One can sense something common in all of them, but there is a great deal of variation. In the early Vedic hymns, the world is an organism created by the sacrifice of the primal being. Culture is also an organism created by the union of the four types of people: the knowledge keepers, Brahmins, who constitute the organism's head; the land controllers, Kshatriyas, who constitute the arms; the market controllers, Vaishyas, who constitute the wealth; and the service providers, the Shudras, who constitute the action. Thus, creation involves breaking apart as well as coming together. Later, Puranic traditions speak of Brahma as the creator. Here, the reference is to the creation of life and not of the world. They refer to human culture, not of nature. Culture goes through four phases: childhood, youth, maturity, and old age, before dying, after which there is rebirth. The death is imagined as a flood, and only thing that survives is the first human Manu and the Vedas, saved by Lord Vishnu. This is a recurring event. Different modes in which one can look at the basis of creation allows us to indulge and celebrate the myriad possibilities of existence. They do not restrict a worldview to just one. Herein one finds yet again the dynamic diversity of Hinduism. Thank you. We hope our video has provided you with some insights. Please keep subscribed for more notable content.